straight into the action. 5 seconds off the clock. Already Fireburner with a shot and a save from Elmer Fudd. Now on the opposite end. The strike from Perfect Storm is going to land. It's used Wolf with another goal.
Yeah, nice aggressive play straight off the bat from Perfect Storm. You saw Elmer a little bit annoyed probably about what happened at the end of game number 3. Hits the post twice in the final 5 seconds. Just could not find the back of the net for his life. Finally, though, they get a little bit of luck back on their side. 1-0 lead in the first 15 seconds.
Over to the defender, and he's going to put a strike on goal. Doesn't go in, though, for Kyle. Over to Gambit. Gambit with some great defensive plays in game 3. Slow start so far, but he's got Fireburner to back him up. Nice clear. And Jacob will be credited with a shot. Over to Elmer Fudd on the defensive end. Fireburner has been coming at the goalie all series long.
Gambit, though, is able to get a steal. That's going to bounce off, and Jacob just put the backside of his car vertical enough to get that final touch. But Gambit again has a shot on target. Use Wolf with the touch away. Minute gone, essentially, and still a 1-0 game for Perfect Storm. They need, I think, at least to go 3-3. I was kind of thinking about it in that commercial break, Chris. I think they need another 2 games under their belt. That way they have a little bit of a security blanket, knowing the Void's going up against Swarm and Flipside. Like, for the Void to kind of take, 2 games off both of those, I think that's somewhat realistic. I think that's kind of what you would look at, looking at those games. But honestly, Perfect Storm could be in some trouble here if Kings of Urban can get into a groove of things.
Gambit dribbled past everyone, and he's going to score again. Take a look at this one.
And this is the bit of trouble. Gambit's dribbling is just form right now.
3 players beaten on that run.
Yeah, just beautiful play. We've seen him do it all series, just dribbling. And we kind of said sometimes it doesn't work, but he's being a little more consistent today than we've seen in the past.
And I don't know if you credit Gambit with that or if you critique his opponents. That ball normally stolen right off his hood.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Not happening tonight.
A little bit of both. He's choosing the right times to dribble now, I think, as opposed to sometimes, previously we've seen him just dribble the ball and it's like, well, where are you planning on going? As Kyle puts Kings of Urban back into the lead.
And Kyle's just delivered a present. Look at this. A big whiff up by the defender. Kyle throws it up. That player goes underneath the ball, and Kyle is there to just roll it in.
Thank you very much. Easy finish for him. So, 2-1. Kings of Urban, just kind of blink of an eye, back in control of this game.
Fireburner gets a moment to go for the full boost. Kyle using up most of his. And Fireburner setting up Gambit. Looking for a goalie. No one there. Gambit did go up. So did 2 defenders. Empty nut. Big play coming in from Jacob. Only a momentary clear, though. He needs help. Used Wolf on the return. And look at this. Gambit almost had his ball stolen away. Instantly punishes Jacob, but the net is almost empty. I thought you had a strike opportunity instead. It's going to be Kings of Urban on the attack once again.
Gambit's done so well to win that ball against Jacob, who basically had it. And Gambit again puts the ball up. This is an open net. Gambit doesn't miss open nets. That's a guaranteed goal.
I should have just stayed on with him.
Kings of Urban 3-1 in the lead now with 2.5 minutes left. And again, you can't emphasize enough just how much of a great play from Gambit that was. Just making these solo individual plays at the halfway line. He's winning big 50-50s, aerials in the air, off the wall, on the floor. He's doing everything he possibly can for Kings of Urban right now.
Shot to the blue corner off the face-off. This is an opportunity for a Perfect Storm. Wasted. Kyle with the early clear. Second opportunity, but the ball is put to the corner again. Set now, dropping in the box. Missed aerial.
It's crazy that this is essentially Perfect Storm's playoff chance, if you will.
Right.
They need good performances this evening, and could that potentially be the goal from Elmerford? No, he puts it wide. Down by 2, 2 minutes left. Elmerford is going to finish that one, though. Down by 1 now.
And you're going to hear the great pass. That was used Wolf to Elmer.
Beautiful. Nice reaction as well from Elmer just to get his touch to put that ball into the back of the net. But as we said, down by 1, 2 minutes left. Perfect Storm. A lot of pressure on their shoulders.
This is game 4. You said they have to go 3-3. They need 2 more victories over the next 3 games.
It's not going to be easy.
They got to start it here.
Oh, and that's a big save from Elmer. Keeps it at just a 1-goal game, despite Gambit's pretty impressive shot. Kyle's going to go up for this one. Sets up Gambit. Gambit on the rebound. Bottom side. Elmer nearly put it off his own bar, but Gambit too precise. 4-2 again.
The Pirate Koala, man, strikes again.
The Pirate Koala.
Drops it in. Beautiful plays.
Gambit's so good. He really is. He's making some fantastic plays this series. The 2-goal lead restored now, once again, for Kings of Urban. Looking over at Fireburner, puts the ball back over towards Perfect Storm's side.
Good pass, but it's defended well. Elmer's there. Where's the next goal?
Up goes Kyle. Not able to put that one on top.
Kyle, Gambit, and Fireburner all falling back, so Perfect Storm better be able to move this one up.
But then there's Gambit again, just being a pest. Like, just being a nuisance and an annoyance for Perfect Storm. Gambit.
Oh, no.
Look how quick he is. He wins the 50-50 at the halfway line. Picks up the boost. Kyle puts the ball in the air. And then he converts. That's just such good play.
Great vision, great finish, good communication being shown by Kings. This game looking out of reach unless Perfect Storm does something miraculous. We'll stay on board with Gambit, though. 6 shots, 4 goals. He's got a save as well. Doing everything perfectly here in game number 4. He's definitely warmed up. And we'll see how he finishes this one. 61 seconds remain, shot on goal, and that's going to drop in right behind him. Couldn't accelerate quick enough there in reverse. Elmer Fudd going to skip through his replay. They want to keep the rally going. They got to win the face-off to do so.
Yeah, they need that momentum, and face-off wasn't won, but the ball should be easily cleared. Wolf just going to guard it a second while Emil tries to take it on. Beats one. Can he beat Gambit? No, not going to be able to do so. Gambit too strong, and Gambit goes for the demo as well. Another demo comes out. That was from Jacob, trying to get a little bit of revenge. Open net, tucked in nice and easy from Kyle. 3-goal lead, once again restored. And honestly, I don't think we're going to see Perfect Storm recover from that.
Everyone's blowing up. Kyle's going to take the opportunity, sink that one bottom left corner. Perfect Storm looking at the end of this game. Can they just stop the scoring? It doesn't look like they're going to start scoring.
I mean, every game so far has been close. This is the most one-sided game we've seen. Gambit just kind of disrespecting a little bit. Lays it up to Fireburner.
Ooh, stop by Used Wolf.
Nice touch away, but still in a dangerous position.
Fireburner letting Used Wolf burn up his boost. Shot coming in from Kyle again. Fire on the putback.
It's wide. Gambit, can he make a play? Nope. 10 seconds left. Kyle puts it back on target. Off the post. Will be cleared, but that is going to be game number 4 going to Kings of Urban. They now have themselves a 3-1 lead in the series. Huge amount of pressure now on Perfect Storm, Chris.
Oh, man. Let's take a look at our stats coming into the day from Division 1 when we get a chance. Of course, a lot of pressure on Perfect Storm. We knew that. But now the question for me is, how high can Kings of Urban climb? They started with 8 wins on the day. They already have been delivered a loss. So at best, Ben, I think we're looking at 13 match wins if they're able to win out here.
I can't see them finishing anything higher than 3rd. I think 3rd is going to be that limit. You look at Flipside, they've only lost 5 games. Kings of Urban currently, they've lost 11. Swarm Gaming, they've only lost 4. I think Swarm and Flipside have 1-2 guaranteed. It's just which order are they going to finish in?
Right.
I think it's fair to say Kings of Urban have that 3rd place. The only other story really in Division 1 is, can Perfect Storm pick up another 2-game set? One is essential. They're not going to qualify, I don't think, just with 1 win in this series. I think they need at least 2, 3 to have at least somewhat of a chance. Because again, Devoid Gaming have 2 games left against Swarm Gaming and Flipside Tactics. How many games realistically do you think, Chris, Devoid can take? That's the ultimate question.
4.
You think 4? If they take 4, then they qualify.
I think that's what we're looking at.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, those games Thursday.
And Perfect Storm not out of it yet, but they're going to need both of the remaining 2 games. And off the break, it will be Used Wolf with a nice defensive stand. Going for a second hit. Out of boost, though. Jacob's going to have to push this one up. Used trying to use the front flips to gain a little momentum. Gambit back in the goal. Nice pass, good strike. Defense is there, though.
The attack immediately comes back in from Jacob, though. Got to really look at Elmer to put the ball back into the box, but didn't really have the support teammates needed to track back and play for that boost. Jacob with another touch. Just tries to put it away, but Gambit's so good at the aerials today.
He's not missing anything. Fireburner whizzes one onto goal. Doesn't go in. Gambit backing up. Sees Jacob flying. Just stuffs him momentarily. That ends up with Kyle going in the air. And then ball rolling in. Gambit knew he didn't need to touch this ball. His plan was to just take out the defender. And we'll take a look at it on the defensive end. That was Jacob just whiffing. Elmer Fudd was late to the party as well.
Yeah, Elmer just gone for that full corner boost. Was a little slow. Kings of Evan 1-0 up. The minute gone. It's not looking good for Perfect Storm, I'm going to be honest. Again, though, can still do it. Plenty of time.
Good strike.
But they just need that momentum. I feel like right now, Kings of Urban.
There it is.
They just don't look like even now, right? Elmer's just scored. It's 1-1. But I still look at this and think Kings of Urban is in full control.
Jacob, beautiful pass off the wall. Elmer flying across the pitch to hit that one through. Can they score again? Let's stay on board with Elmer. He's kind of been their top striker on the night. Jacob, been crucial to their success on offense as well, assisting over half the shots.
Fireburner are going to look at putting that one over towards Kyle, but Kyle will win it. Ball back into the box. Elmer just nods that one away. Gambit, immediate pressure, and that's something Kings of Urban have been very good at this evening. Just keeping the pressure on. Whoever is that player at the back, reacting very, very quickly and pushing forward. Worked out in their favor several times as Kyle goes up. Wolf will get that touch, though. Back over to Gambit.
Gambit on defense makes it look so easy. Jacob, though, shot opportunity off the top crossbar. Gambit's going to knock it out. Used Wolf with a putback. Fireburner to the edge.
He had to touch that one away. Didn't want to risk it. Ball once again, though, in a horrible position. Gambit tries to put some power through. Didn't really connect with the power he would have liked. Fireburner plays for full boost. Connects Jacob on the putback off the post. Not able to finish it with 2 minutes gone. Game still tied at 1-1. Again, cannot stress the importance of this game for Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm scrapping their way through this game 5, but they've got it tied up. And here's a good shot. Jacob off the right side, won't be able to sink it. Gambit trying to go for the clear, the juggle off the wall. And now it's going to come down to defense. Jacob working with Elmer Fudd. Elmer's going to hit the first ball. Gambit able to get a shot, but not quite far enough to the right. And a good clear from Jacob.
Kyle looking for Gambit once again, but not able to win it. Elmer, again, too quick off the line. Ball bouncing around, dangerous territory. Looks as if Elmer will be able to finally touch it on. Jacob's going to have to track back, though, and this is going to be a tough one to deal with. Elmer Fudd, though, he is there, nods it off Jacob. Both players go up for the aerial. Jacob not wasting any time, just wants to get rid of it, but immediate putback coming in from Gambit. And again, this is just a crazy kind of game.
The ball just bouncing back and forth, back and forth. Not a whole lot behind any of these shots. Gambit, though, going to try and fix that now. Fast break, missed the putback. Tried to do the double hit on his way down. Instead, it's a fast break momentarily for Perfect Storm. As I say it, Kyle sends it right back into the box, and it's going to go wide left. Can't finish the goal yet. Now it'll fall through.
Very, very scrappy finish, but it doesn't matter. They all count in the end. Kyle puts it wide. Gambit puts it back. Kyle puts it wide again off the post, and Fireburner says, oh, Jacob just completely botched that. I have an open net. He's not going to miss from that range, that's for sure. We saw him miss one earlier on in the series, but that one was pretty much on a plate.
Kyle leading his team with 3 shots on goal for Kings of Urban.
Just kind of shows you the change of playstyle that they've really gone with. Immediately, though, Elmer Fudd flies up and equalizes. Perfect Storm not out of this one just yet.
This is when Perfect Storm scores. Off the face-offs, it's been fast breaks, and they got to punish in the first 15-30 seconds. Otherwise, I feel like Kings of Urban gets set up on defense. They got to take the opportunity while Kings is collecting their full boost. Jacob, 50-50 against Fireburner. Ball going backwards. Kyle able to get the toss. Elmer goes way underneath that. Used Wolf. Needs to play defense, and Jacob will be there to help. But for how long? Great clear from Elmer Fudd, keeping that one out of the net.
Final 60 seconds. Jacob goes up. Completely misses it. Kyle tries to spring into life, and this is dangerous. This is a very fast break opportunity. Gambit needs to win this defensively, and he will do. Of course he will. been solid all night. And now he's going for a dribble, puts it past one, but Elmerford does just get the touch on Gambit's card this time. A little bit of payback from what happened what happened earlier in the series. Still though, game even.
And you can see how nervous Gambit was about a fast break. He went all the way back to the box.
Should still be nervous. Elmerford!
And this one's not finished yet. Not a whole lot underneath that.
No
Jacob
power at all.
to Used Wolf. Used Wolf with just a lob to the middle. Bad angle for Elmer Fudd to try, and Fireburner should be able to punish. Great save from Jacob.
And he gets a little lucky as well because it actually went over Fireburner for the rebound. Kyle, 9 seconds left. Is anyone in a position to finish this game right now? Jacob going for a push down the left-hand side. The ball is going to be up. This is dangerous. Gonna bounce though. Surely no. Gambit keeps it alive. Fireburner. Oh my. Oh, I thought Gambit was going to dribble with it on his roof. That would have been ridiculous, but we do go to overtime.
Elmer Fudd going to go for the corner boost. Ball is going to be set up for Kyle to strike at half. Puts that one just above the crossbar. Now, Elmer Fudd pushing it forward. Off the wall, misses. Gambit able to take it to the corner. Is Fireburner here to finish? No, a good defensive play from Jacob at the moment. Pressure not relieved yet, though.
Bouncing around in Perfect Storm's box. They've done well, despite one of their teammates getting demoed. Put the ball back over towards Kings of Urban's side. Gambit, though, off the wall, tries to put a little bit of height to it. Kyle puts it back in toward the middle. There's Fireburner in a position to come in and follow through. Doesn't look like he is. Use Wolf with the clearance. Kyle continues the pressure. So far in OT, it has been all Kings of Urban. Looking for Perfect Storm now to go for a break.
Jacob!
Can he finish it? Oh, he gets the wrong side of the ball. It's a horrible one for him to try and deal with, and Kings of Urban get a little bit of luck.
Wow, Jacob with a fast break. No one in the net. Jacob's going too high now. Are they able to roll this one through? Gambit waiting for the poach. Goes right past it. Tried to slide his car in with the power slide and would not be able to get the angle he wanted. Used Wolf back on defense. Gambit and Kyle still applying the pressure. The shot is wide right this time. Good demo coming in from Elmer Fudd. Meanwhile, Used Wolf trying to push this ball up the left.
Everyone missing the ball. It seems Jacob tries to touch it on. Gambit will get that clearance.
Elmer's going aerial. Jacob.
Oh, Gambit. Gambit off the crossbar.
Big play.
No. He can't convert. Kyle goes up. Ball just ping-ponging from side to side. Jacob tries to kill the ball. He needs to be careful, though, because Fireburner was coming in. Ball still alive.
Gambit still threatening as well. You're watching Elmer on defense.
Gambit's like a shark. He just circles his prey and then decides when to pounce. It's crazy to watch.
Strong aerial from Elmer. A good second touch. He's setting up Jacob. Jacob with the dribble, and Fireburner takes it off his hood.
Yeah, he just really didn't make a decision quick enough of what he wanted to do with that. Could be costly. Gambit goes for a shot. Elmer again with the clearance. Elmer could actually put this one in the box. That could go over Fireburner, but no, he does have enough boost just to speed up. Jacob puts it back in. That's going to bounce off the side. Gambit, though, immediately springs into action.
Elmer going up. Nice shot. Going to be cleared instantly, though. Used Wolf at the half is going to lob it onto his side. Jacob's got to get the touch, and he will. Fireburner knocks it back, and Gambit with the strike opportunity, but it's stolen away. Good clear from Elmer Fudd.
Kyle, though, just continuously putting it back, and Used Wolf just thought about going for it, decided to back off at an inconvenient time. Ball should be back in the box from Jacob. Nope, Kyle with the clearance. Just again, a giant game of ping pong, essentially. Ball in one half and then straight over towards the other. No real attacking opportunities since we saw Kings of Urban in the first kind of 30 seconds of this overtime. Here's a chance there for Fireburner. Not able to connect.
Elmer just got his nose on that. Ball still drops down into the box. Used Wolf, poor aerial. Ball dies on him. Fortunately, enough time for his teammates to get back. Jacob with a push to the mid.
Oh, God, they have no one back. No one is back, and Fireburner's put that one in the box. Demolition comes out from Used Wolf, though, and that's enough to save the day. Kyle with a relatively easy one for Used Wolf to deal with, puts it straight back towards Fireburner, who clears it immediately. Now, finally, a little bit of pressure coming in from Perfect Storm.
Used Wolf missing his first opportunity. Now trying to get another more difficult shot off the corner. Not going to land that one. Jacob just trying to keep it away from Gambit. Gambit going to send it to the corner in a big 50-50 win.
Jacob with a touch. Puts it past one. Kyle not able to convert with that. Now again, can Perfect Storm try and make something happen? That's going to be off the wall, but Gambit just always finds his way back. He's so quick at maneuvering around the pitch. Picks up those boosts and just kind of goes with it.
Kyle with the strike, but it's not on point. Going to go to the left corner.
Jacob needs to win this 50-50, does so. Potential chance here for Perfect Storm. Use Wolf going to play that one off the side. Kyle, though, no problem for him. There's Elmer now, again being aggressive. But still, a good old-fashioned stalemate right now, Chris.
And we are deep into overtime now. Our record, 10 minutes, 45 seconds.
This could be breaking it. Doesn't seem like we've really even now had that many goal-scoring opportunities in this OT.
Gambit, though, trying to seal the deal. A great save from Jacob once again.
There it is.
And Fireburner is going to be able to finish this one, Ben. Perfect Storm's dreams of making it to playoffs.
Oh, that broke it. That did break it. It was 11 minutes 20.
11:20 for this game. Ridiculous OT there from Fireburner.
Wow. Craziness. But Kings of Urban do poach the win, and honestly feel bad for Perfect Storm. That was a very, very long game.
So Perfect Storm's not out of it yet, but they have 4 wins to go with their 15, well, plus 4 now. Right?
They need at least one, like, put it this way.
They're 4-19.
Right. If they don't win another game, they are tied with wins with the Void Gaming, who currently sit on 4th with 4.
Right.
Obviously, they have a lot more losses. The Void Gaming still have 2 more games to play. You can't tell me the Void Gaming isn't going to at least win one game. Just one game against Swarm Flipside. Flipside, a team who historically in the Pro League have kind of started off pretty slow.
Right. Switch up our field for us if you can.
What would you like to see, Chris?
Go to Urban.
Urban?
I'm feeling Urban.
Give me some Urban-y.
Let's do this big. Game 6, new map.
This is a big one. As I said, Perfect
Storm.
If they don't win this, in my eyes, they're out.
They're done.
They're not officially out, but in my eyes, they are. It would take...
It would take the Void to lose 6-0 to Flipside and 6-0
But this is the thing now.
Swarm.
This is where it does get interesting, because both Swarm and Flipside are fighting for 1st and 2nd place. So you know they're both going to be going hard. Maybe the 6-0 dream could be real. Have to wait and see. Thursday is going to be so interesting. I cannot wait.
It's going to be chaotic, my friend. Players loading into the lobby as we will kick off game number 6. If you're just joining us, series score 4-1 in favor of Kings of Urban. You saw Perfect Storm take game 1. After that, it's been all the Kings. Some very close games in this series, except for that game 4, which was pretty one-sided in favor of Kings of Urban.
Yeah, they just kind of turned up a little bit. They got themselves a 3-goal lead and didn't really look back. Every other game, though, has been, what, 1 goal difference, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah, to the wire.
They've all been high-quality games this evening so far. And I'm excited to see how this one does close out. Of course, following this, though, we will have Team Shazoo versus Air Force 2. Can Air Force 2 get their first game in the Pro League?
Kyle knocks that one to the corner. And Jacob's going to send it the opposite way. Fireburner versus Elmer Fudd in the air. Now it's going to be Jacob going up against Gambit, and Gambit wins.
How did Gambit move his vehicle in a position? Look at where this ball is. Look. It doesn't make sense.
He's so good.
The control he has over his car is insane.
I can't even hit the ball in the air.
And this guy's
Gambit can tuck back down to go get it after he misses.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Kings of Urban, 1-0 up. Not looking good for Perfect Storm off the start here. They need to immediately respond. And Jacob is going to put it wide left.
Yeah, Gambit just missed that one defensively. So they all kind of lucked out here for Kings. And there goes the pressure. You had 3 players set up to attack. As soon as the ball bounces away, it turns into a near goal. And we'll find out, can Kings of Urban punish, or is this one going back into their net? Jacob going up for it.
Jacob just tried to touch it up towards that top left, but Kyle too strong. Can Kyle get another clearance? 5-burner is there. Gambit now going for a fast break. Puts the ball on top of his bonnet, but can't connect with the final touch. And now Elmer with a clearance. 5-burner immediately stops that. Gambit nods it on, and you should be expecting Kyle to come in at any second now, but in fact, Kyle a little slow. Didn't want to go for that one. 3.5 minutes left. Kings of Urban still lead by 1.
Kyle's going to have to push this one up. Fireburner going to have it ricochet off him. Sends it to the sky once again. Elmer Fudd has been the most dangerous player from Perfect Storm when it comes to aerials. He's also missed quite a few. Fireburner going up and over him. Used Wolf, taps it back to the middle. Fireburner tries to recollect. Gambit now coming in. And this shot not going to drop at home. Fireburner with the putback, but nothing behind it. Easy defense for Used Wolf. Now he's going to take it up the left side.
and completely misses a wall shot, but it doesn't matter. Jacob was there to try and follow it through. Gambit to Kyle. Kyle to go straight down the middle and kind of missed his front flip as well. Bit of a sloppy game here in this game 6. Both teams making a couple of small mistakes with half of the game gone. It is still Kings of Urban 1-0 in the lead.
Elmer falling short of that jump. Gambit with the detonation. So the demo's coming through. And now the attack swarming forward. 2 shots off the crossbars. And it's a good thing Fireburner stayed at home. He had Jacob and Used Wolf coming sprinting at him. Now on the opposite end, this is all Fireburner the whole way.
Nice finish. Comes in from Fireburner. It was an easy one, but we've seen him miss easy ones before, so it's going to feel good for him just to cement that 2-0 lead now for Kings of Urban. 2 minutes 15 remain, and Perfect Storm's playoff life looks very, very slim.
Devoid Gaming at home cheering for Kings of Urban at this point.
Oh, massively.
Fireburner with a tap up in the air. All now Devoid Gaming will need to do is win 1 game on Thursday out of their 12. Bad news, you're playing against 2 of the top squads from Europe, if not the top 2.
I mean, if they do have a good day, a really good day, they could potentially finish in 3rd, but I am not at all holding my breath.
Off the left side, Kyle to regain this one. Elmer Fudd trying to play defense, but the strike's coming in. Gambit's going to knock him out of the way, and this ball will not drop in. They're getting lucky on defense. Can they punish on offense? The pass is over, and Elmer will be able to finish it. Jacob to Elmer here in your replay cam.
Are we essentially going to see another crazy OT? Minute 27, down 1. It's definitely still possible, Chris.
That last overtime, record-setting, 11 minutes of Rocket League played. More time in overtime than there was in regulation.
How crazy is that to think about? Both teams just played it a little passive, and that is a shot from downtown from Fireburner. Snipes it. 3-1 now the score. Look at how far back he hits that from. Outside of his own box, and it goes top corner. That is a beautiful finish from him.
Excellent strike, sends it across the pitch. 4 shots, 2 goals from Fireburner, and those 2 goals that he has, both of them kind of defensive plays. First one was transition, but Jacob's
what is going on,
right
Chris?
back the opposite way.
What is going on?
Take a look at it. Used Wolf wins the face-off. There was no pressure on the defensive end, and then Jacob gets there, able to nudge it right past Gambit.
And Gambit expected so much pressure to be applied onto him. So minute 15, back to where we were, 6 seconds ago, Chris?
Yep.
Down by 1. Still possible for Perfect Storm. Now, again, winning that face-off, Jacob's going to go up. Not able to get that touch he wanted, though.
Used Wolf able to take it to the side, but Fireburner read him perfectly. Able to gather that in transition. Now, Elmer Fudd to the sky. Used Wolf just trying to lay it up once again. Gambit trying to punish, going the opposite direction. Big one-on-one to win here. And the deflections are going to confuse Used Wolf. Fortunately, you got Elmer Fudd there. Jacob now one-on-one, going to get it past Kyle.
Final
Can he get it past
seconds.
Gambit?
Time is ticking, Chris. They need to go. They need to go now.
Elmer trying to push this one against Fire, wins that one-on-one. Knocks it into the box, but Kyle will clear. No one there to gather it. Jacob has to double back, gets a touch, but it's still on his half. They got to make moves now. 30 seconds left, playoff hopes on the line, and they're able to sink it.
Oh my lord. Used Wolf, he's going to get credit for the goal, but watch what happens here. The ball goes up from him, and you expect to see Gambit save it. He gets juked out by Jacob. He thinks Jacob is going to hit it, and Jacob just kind of, I don't know whether that was an intentional miss or an accidental miss, but it doesn't matter. The ball goes in. Tied game, 24 seconds left. This one has overtime written all over it.
Yeah, and Gambit frustrated with himself. Wow, what a save put into the chat. Jacob to the corner. Pressure's coming in, but it's won again by Perfect Storm. Jacob, opportunity now, lobs it up. It's not the distance he wanted. Elmer's able to tap it forward. This ball still dropping. And will they keep it afloat, or do they go straight to OT?
Gambit!
Oh, Gambit with a near finish. Instead, though, sudden death, golden goal. Whatever you want to call it, it's happening right now.
Perfect Storm need this win so badly. This is the one game you need to see them at least pick up 2. The ball is dangerous. Jacob goes up. Fireburner with a big touch away, though. Kings of Urban They want to secure that third place potential finish with good games here. Gambit immediately plays that one up. Kyle, can he find the back of the net? No, he can't. Use Wolf with a nice little dribble.
Only one defender home.
Up off the wall, can he touch it back in? No, he can't. Elmerford was waiting and lingering at the back post for that ball.
That's a massive clear. Look at this. It's going to bounce to the corner. Fortunately, Elmer's there to stop all its momentum. Otherwise, that would have bounced out to the box. Used Wolf. Had a choice to make. Do I go aerial early or trust my teammate? He trusts Jacob, who sets him up. Elmer with the strike too far left. The putback too far left. And now the punishment is coming home from Kings. A great stop by Elmer in transition.
But danger still there. Fireburner's going to go up. He just puts a cheeky little lob up. That's off the crossbar. And a big save comes out from Elmer. Keeps this one in overtime. He's missed the ball on the right-hand side, though, but does get a little bit lucky.
Oh, no.
Kyle, though, he should be able to clear that one. Does so. Big fight over the ball. Gambit's going to win it down that right-hand side. Elmerford needs to, he cannot afford to miss this because Gambit is a player who will capitalize. Fireburner's going to knock that one off the crossbar. Jacob now puts it past Gambit. Fireburner also with him, and Jacob again with another touch. Back over to Kyle.
Kyle not clearing it quite. Instead, it's used Wolf with the set. Can't do anything with it. Throws it to the corner. Fireburner and Kyle. Tough spot, but Gambit gonna send this one home.
Use Wolf.
And it's knotted on defense. Elmer Fudd saw it going into the goal, tried to beat it there.
That is
instead, he is going to be credited with the last touch. I think that bounces off the right crossbar and goes in either way. Elmer forced to make a move for it.
That was just a horrible position for him to be in. Defensively, cutting back in towards the goal side of the ball. That's horrible. That's heartbreaking. I feel so sorry that that's how that ended for them.
Perfect storm. Thanks for playing. But I think you're out, brother.
It's not over just
Not
yet.
out yet. You got to see what happens on Thursday. But this is like going into a Monday Night Football game with a 1-point lead in fantasy, and your opponent has a full player still to go. Devoid Gaming, all they have to do is win one.
Like, yeah, essentially. They just need to win one game out of 12 potentials, and they're guaranteed into the playoffs. But it isn't as kind of easy as that because the fight at the top is still very real for that number one seed. Flipside and Swarm, back and forth. There's only one loss, I think, separates them, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I think, yeah, it's 14-4 is Swarm, and Flipside is 13-5. So both teams desperately fighting for as many wins as they can get.
It's going to be an epic matchup, guys. You can catch that on Thursday, but we still have another one to go tonight. Ben, unfortunately, I will not be joining you. I will be subbing in Richard.
He's leaving.
Big Rich is coming back. It's time for me to do some wedding shopping, but I've really enjoyed my work so far here on the Rocket League Pro League here at MLG. I hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast as well. If you missed any of the broadcast so far this season, they're all available on YouTube, youtube.com/MLG.
This was your last broadcast as a non-married individual.
As a non-married individual.
Gee, you gonna give like an emotional speech?
I got some good games. Thank you, Kings of Urban, for keeping it close. You better play better than that if you want a chance to make it in the playoffs. And as I sign out, I'll tell you how this is all going to shake up. Flipside Tactics will take third in the playoff bracket, while you'll see Vanquished Untethered face off against Cosmic Aftershock, who takes it game 7. Cosmic first, VQ Untethered 2, Flipside Tactics 3. That's how it's all going to play out.
I'm glad you're not going to be here on Saturday, so I don't have to laugh at you for being so horrendously wrong.
America 1 and 2.
When Team EU comes out and takes it.
Notice he didn't say which EU team. He's given himself the benefit of the doubt. Ben,
always.
Wise man. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. It's been a pleasure, Ben. See you on the other side of the break.